Creating invoices in Geared is extremely quick and easy. First, let's go to the Invoice Create page. To do that, go to the Billing section at the top, then head to Invoices, New. Here, you will see a list of dispatches that still have items to be billed. Now, before we create the invoices, it's important to preview them first. To do this, simply click on the dispatches you want to bill, and then click the Preview Invoices button. That will bring you to this pop-up here. When creating more than one invoice at a time, you will see these tabs in the top left that allow you to swap between each of the invoices so that you can preview each one individually. At the top of the invoice, you will see these fields that you are free to change before you create it. Underneath, you will see a table that has all the line items that are on the invoice along with some of their calculations. And at the very bottom, you will see the totals broken out by category and a final total in the amount due row. Sometimes you may find yourself in a situation where there's an item on an invoice that you are not ready to bill yet. In order to hold the item off the invoice, simply find the checkbox in the On Hold column and check it. You will know that it's on hold by the checkbox being checked and the total being updated. On top of that, sometimes you may be previewing an invoice when you notice a freight bill doesn't look correct and needs to be updated. Now, you could close the preview, find the freight bill, open it, edit it, save it, and then restart the preview process. But here at Geared, we pride ourselves on allowing the user to update things on the fly without interrupting their workflow. So all you need to do is click this freight bill number button on the left. That will open up the freight bill in another tab. Then simply update whatever you need to update and save the freight bill. As soon as you do, you will see the changes are reflected on the invoice and the totals are all updated. Sometimes you may need to add a one-off charge or a discount to an invoice. To do this, simply click the Add Line Item button. Here you can enter in the name of the charge, put in a quantity and a rate, and it will show up on the invoice just like all the other line items. Now you may want to see what the invoice will look like in its printed out version before you create it. To see that, simply click on the print button at the top to open up this pop-up. Here you will be given some options of what to include on the PDF version of this invoice. Right now, our only option is to print out the PDF version of the freight bills along with the invoice. If there were any other images attached to the freight bills, you would also have the ability to print those out with the invoice as well. But because our freight bills did not have any attached images, those options do not show up. Let's go ahead and click the print button to see how this invoice will look. This is the PDF version of our invoice. As you can see, the details look very similar to how it looked on the page. Beneath that, we have each of the freight bills and all of their data so that if the customer wants to double check any scale tags or freight bills that they may have, they can double check it against what you have. Now that we have made sure our previewed invoices look correct, we are ready to create. In order to do this, click the Create Invoices button at the top of the screen to bring up the pop-up. Whenever you create invoices in Geared, you will also download a PDF version of those freight bills. Because we included the PDF freight bills in the last one, let's go ahead and see how it looks without the PDF version of the freight bills. After we uncheck the box, we can click Create and create the invoices. After you create invoices, you will be taken to our invoice list page. Here, you can search invoices by using the dates at the top or by the customer, and you can also open up invoices by clicking on the Invoice Number button. If you would like to go back to the invoice page, it's as simple as going to Billing at the top, Invoices, List. And that concludes our invoicing tutorial. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please send an email to support@gearedtrucking.com. If not, feel free to continue on to our next video tutorial about pay statements.